Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will talk about the game we've all been waiting for, Game of Thrones 7 Kingdoms. Even before Skyrim came out, Bethesda was already offered to create a game that is set in the A Song of Ice and Fire universe. Bethesda refused that offer in order to continue their own Elder Scrolls franchise. Now the game is being developed by the German developer Bigpoint and Norwegian developer Artplant. Bigpoint specializes in MMORPGs and even has its own gaming portal website, which gives me hope that 7 Kingdoms could turn out well. The most famous games are Battlestar Galactica Online and Dragonsang Online. The game will be available on the gaming portal mentioned before. It will be browser-based, which means that it doesn't need to be downloaded. Since Dragonsang is known to be a freemium game, 7 Kingdoms will most likely be freemium too. The game is being developed in cooperation with HBO, which means that it will contain the lore and story of both the books and the show. Therefore, we can expect that the Lannisters, Baratheons and Starks will look like the characters we already know. Lastly, the game is powered by Unity Engine. The game is set during the events of A Song of Ice and Fire, focusing on the conflict between the houses Lannister, Baratheon and Stark. Each faction tries to make its own man the King's Hand. This so far reminds me a lot of the Elder Scrolls Online, where we also have 3 factions fighting for power in Tamriel. What's interesting about 7 Kingdoms is that the player won't join one of the greater houses. The player is a member of a lesser house and can decide which house to support and later even abandon it. This gives the game a completely different style than Elder Scrolls Online, for example. We know that there are no stereotypical sorcerer or witches in A Song of Ice and Fire compared to other fantasy RPGs. We can't expect to play a sorcerer like in Skyrim, for example. There are only very few people in Westeros and Essos who possess magic, and most of them serve the Lord of Light. It could be possible that you'll be able to also use the burning sword or something like that, but it won't be possible to play with a wand or a staff. There are crossbowmen, archers, swordsmen and so on. Whatever character you choose to play, it will be stamina based. I'm certain you can use different types of steel, from normal steel to Valyrian steel, the former being a low level sword whereas the latter is a high level sword. Dawn, for example, is known for using venoms on their weapons. That's something you most probably will also be able to do in the game. It only makes sense that there is no class system. Combat will be the main focus of the game. There'll be quests, but only very few. The purpose will rather be to level up than to offer good questing. I just want to be honest. Since the game focuses on PvP, players will be able to have 1 vs 1 battles, great battles like the ones shown in the TV show, but also conquering strongholds. The game was first announced in February 2012. It's been 5 years since we last heard about it. There's also been no statement by the developer if it's still in development. My final take on Game of Thrones 7 Kingdoms is that the idea of making a game like that is brilliant, but I doubt that it's going to exceed the expectations of all fans of A Song of Ice and Fire. I don't approve of freemium games. I think that it could be a massive success if it was a single-player game with a great story. Telltale, for example, made an excellent game based on Game of Thrones. They added their own touch to it, but the story was just incredibly well written, and yet it just fit so well. The game also looks very low budget. It's definitely not something we'd expect in 2017 and beyond. I really want to like it, but I don't think that it's going to be the game we're expecting. It's even questionable if it's still in development. So guys, what do you think about a Game of Thrones game, and more specifically, what do you think about this MMORPG? If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Also click the bell to always get notifications when I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye guys!